Here we are at Meg Island. Water is insanely clear. Welcome back to Little Bird as we continue our late season passage from St. Martin to St. Augustine, Florida with our friends Megan and Pete. We just finished some great time in the Exumas and now we're on our way to the Abacos by way of Egg Island on Eleuthera. We'll spend the next week enjoying the Bahamas before we make our last passage of the season up to Florida.
I think it's the first totally uninhabited island we've been anchored off of. Is that accurate?
Maybe, yeah.
So, is there a correlation between being inhabited and clear water? I wonder. That's what I have to say. So
science by Miss
I say
Edgar.
get cracking.
Get cracking.
Time to put on sunscreen on my back, please. I don't know if this is the best sunscreen, but I sure like the way it smells. There's an advertisement.
Okay, here we are at Egg Beach, getting ready for a little bonfire. Egg Island ended up being one of our favorite places in the Bahamas. It's always great when you find a place like this and have it 100% to yourself. The small estuary was teeming with life and there was a super calm beach calling out for a bonfire. It was truly a special evening.
I love baked beans.
Bye-bye Egg Island. All right, about to enter the Sea of Abaco, right down near Little Harbor. And we'll see what this is all about now after doing the Exumas and Eleuthera. Here is the Abacos.
We're about to go to Pete's Bar. Get a famous drink called what?
A blaster.
Oh yeah, the blaster.
Right.
Definitely be in your bathing suit.
Here's a beach club right here. Cheers. 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 Double fist and Pete. That'd be a good thing to say to him when he's taking a shower.
Should let Tif say that, right?
Like you're thinking. We are going to Manowar, which should be fantastic. Sounds like there's lots to see and do there. There's ice cream. There's There's a gym. Ha. What else? Oh, there's a place that used to be a sailmaker. Now they make sail bags. So some shopping. I know Keith will want to do that with me. What else? We're definitely getting in the water, hopefully. The water here is so clear. The Abacos water is so clear. I think it being so calm too is, the water's very calm. I'm surprised nobody else is here, it's just us.
Man of War Key. Best dinghy dock in the Bahamas. That is a quality dinghy dock. Walking around Man of War Key. I think this place was pretty hammered in Hurricane Dorian. Go check it out and see what's going on. Hello, little ghost.
Meg and I are going to explore, just the two of us. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to last very long. It's a little buggy. Just a little buggy. Can you see them flying around?
Yeah, they're just bouncing off my face.
Green Turtle Island is just a little bit northwest of where we have anchored our boat, which is right next to, what is it called? No Name. It's called No Name Island.
No Name Key.
Or No Name Key, yes. So we thought we'd go explore a little bit because it was right here. And so we dinghied over and went for a little walk on the beach, and it's beautiful. All by ourselves.
Generally, pants and costume tops come off.
Oh, my pants are gonna come off. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that is fast.
Look at these perfectly folded towels. There's still my beating heart. Was it you
What?
that did this?
Yeah.
They're so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Turtles everywhere. This is so cool. We're at Green Turtle Key and we're out paddling off of No Name Island. No Name Key? No Name Key. Yeah. Very nice spot. Science Talk with Miss Edgar. Good morning, Miss Edgar.
Good morning. We seem to be in a lovely place for small green sea turtles, maybe like 5 or 6 years old. And the food chain is in full effect because we also saw a shark.
Woohoo! Did you want to jump in and say hello?
I like sharks, but I don't want to swim with sharks.
Heading along Manjack Key, heading to Spanish Key. Last stop in the Abacos before we go across to St Augustine. About 8 or 9 knots of wind, just going along about 4 knots and the big code 0. I like a Jenica, really. I don't know why they call it a code 0. Spanish Key.
end of the road, literally. Drops off right here. It looks like the hurricane whacked this building over here. Probably was a pretty nice restaurant at some point. And what is our science of the day today?
Well, I was just admiring these brain corals that have become part of the island. They're rock now, essentially. But I just think they're really beautiful. Like, all the patterns from the old brain corals are just like beautiful rocks now that make up the island.
It's really cool, isn't it? It's one of my favorite to see in the ocean too. Look at this one over here. The shell on top. I wonder if somebody put that there. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Got about 36 hours, 270 miles, I think, to St. Augustine. All right, a couple more night watches to do. We're 230 miles from St. Augustine. Be there not tomorrow morning, but the next day in the morning. So we'll have 2 nights at sea. Really peaceful out right now. John just took the code down and we had started motor sailing. It was about 8 knots of true wind, and we were only going 4 or 5 knots. So. And as soon as I do that, it pops back up to 14 and 15, so I may have to put the code back up. A little bit of rain though, so I bet the wind is just coming from this rain and back to us. It'll pass pretty soon, and we'll see what happens. It was a really beautiful night, see the stars and everything like that. Now it's a tad bit cloudy, but I think it's going to get clear again. Good night from the deck of Little Bird.
I can't believe it. I was thinking about this morning. We have gone from South Africa, well, almost to Florida, a day away from Florida. That's a long ways.
So hop, skip and a jump.
Hop, skip it and jump.
Hop, skip and a jump.
Hop, skip and jump, yes. That's what it feels
What
like.
have we done? Something like 7,000 something miles.
Are you impressed with yourself?
Yes, actually I am.
Last day.
Good job, party people. It feels like an accomplishment, I would say.
Heading across the Gulf Stream for the first time. Crazy to think we're in a river this big. Last evening, last dinner.
It smells good though.
Thank you. Blue water of Florida. About, I don't know, 80 miles. I think 80 miles to go. 90 miles maybe, something like that. Last night, last bar of chocolate.
That's the place to kite.
Meg, thanks for all the
you for
watches
everything.
and thanks for everything.
You really did a lot of watches, Meg. It seemed like she was like,
I watch all the time.
Yeah.
Back up all the time.
And just like that, it was the end of our first season on Little Bird. Almost 8,000 nautical miles from Cape St. Francis, South Africa, around the Cape of Good Hope, over to Grenada, up the Caribbean, through the Bahamas, and to St. Augustine, Florida, where we put the boat away for hurricane season. We'll see you again next November.